Hello, welcome to Simple Spanish Sentences. This is the 19th video in the playlist on Spanish verb tenses and moods. In it, I'll share some sentences that show an alternative way of conjugating regular Spanish verbs in the future tense that end in AR, ER, and IR by using the verb ir, which means to go. These three types of verbs will be covered together since they're conjugated the same way. And this form of the future tense is used in a way that is similar to the one that I discussed in the previous video in this playlist. Both can be used to describe things that will happen or will be done in the future. To illustrate this tense, the three verbs I'm going to use are to study, which is estudiar, to eat, which is comer, and to write, which is escribir. Conjugating regular AR, ER, and IR verbs in this form of the future tense involves one step. We simply add the present tense form of the verb ir, which is to go, plus the word a before the infinitive form of the verb that will be done. This is illustrated in the chart below, and the following sentences will give specific examples for how this is done. Note that in the following sentences, the verbs to study, to eat, or to write do not change. And the way that we show who is doing the verb is by changing the form of the verb ir, which means to go. I in Spanish is yo, and to say I go, ir becomes voy. So I'm going to study Spanish later is voy a estudiar español más tarde. I'm going to eat rice later is voy a comer arroz más tarde. And I'm going to write a poem later is voy a escribir un poema más tarde. You in Spanish when speaking to one person informally is tú. And to say you go, ir becomes vas. You're going to study English on Friday is vas a estudiar inglés el viernes. You're going to eat pasta on Friday is vas a comer pasta el viernes. You're going to write a letter on Friday is vas a escribir una carta el viernes. He in Spanish is él, she is ella, and you when talking to one person formally is usted. To say he goes, she goes, or you go, ir becomes va. He or she is going to study with Pablo later is él or ella va a estudiar con Pablo más tarde. Maria is going to eat with Isabel later is Maria va a comer con Isabel más tarde. And you are going to write with Isabel later is usted va a escribir con Isabel más tarde. We in Spanish is nosotros or nosotras. And to say we go, ir becomes vamos. We are going to study with Pablo on Friday is vamos a estudiar con Pablo el viernes. Maria and I are going to eat with Isabel on Friday is Maria y yo vamos a comer con Isabel el viernes. And Maria and I are going to write with Isabel on Friday is Maria y yo vamos a escribir con Isabel el viernes. You in Spanish when speaking to multiple people informally and in Spain is vosotros or vosotras. And to say you go, ir becomes vais. You are going to study Spanish with Pablo later is vais a estudiar español con Pablo más tarde. You and Maria are going to eat rice with Isabel later is tú y Maria vais a comer arroz con Isabel más tarde. And you and Maria are going to write a poem with Isabel later is tú y Maria vais a escribir un poema con Isabel más tarde. They in Spanish is ellos or ellas, and you when talking to multiple people is ustedes. To say they go or you go, ir becomes van. So they are going to study English with Pablo on Friday is ellos or ellas van a estudiar inglés con Pablo el viernes. Maria and Martha are going to eat pasta with Isabel on Friday is Maria y Marta van a comer pasta con Isabel el viernes. And you and Maria are going to write a letter with Isabel on Friday is tú y Maria van a escribir una carta con Isabel el viernes. And finally, to review these conjugations, for yo, it's voy a. For tú, it's vas a. For él, ella, and usted, it's va a. For nosotros or nosotras, it's vamos a. For vosotros or vosotras, it's vais a. And for ellos, ellas, and ustedes, it's van a. That's all for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did and would like to support this channel, you can do that in a number of ways. Also, if you noticed any mistakes, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and take care.